Welcome back. A number of staff members of the Water and Sewage Company have joined the thousands of St. Lucians who have taken a stance in the fight against COVID-19 by getting vaccinated. The vaccine drive was organized to make the process easier and more accessible to individuals wishing to take the jab but were unable to do so due to work constraints. More in this report.
The staff of the Water and Sewage Company WASCO have stepped up in the inoculation drive to rid the nation of COVID-19. Members of the Ministry of Health were on site distributing vaccinations to willing employees of the company. Communications and Marketing Officer for WASCO, Sherry-Ann Williams, stated that this was to show support to the cause by the government through the ministry to take the necessary steps to get as many people vaccinated against COVID-19.
We did note the spike in the number of cases that were the number of cases recorded by the Ministry of Health, and of late we have recognized that there has been a decline in the number of cases being recorded of COVID-19 from the Ministry of Health. So in light of that, we want to continue on that path by providing easy access to staff who, of course, would have heavy schedules, would have hectic work schedules, and may not necessarily on their own be able to access the vaccine through the other conventional sources. So we have taken the initiative to make it readily available and accessible to them.
Williams emphatically stated that staff were in no way pressured to take the jab and that all who came forward did so based on their own free will.
We want to, however, stress that noting the trend of making this vaccine mandatory by some organizations, and we want to stress that WASCO is not doing this. The vaccination drive going on today is absolutely voluntary, but we do want to encourage people who may have some reservations or who are not yet fully convinced that they should take the vaccine to do so.
Meanwhile, the National Immunization Manager, Tekla Jabatis, applauded the company for being part of the vaccine drive.
It is important for us to engage corporate entities such as these because we do understand the importance of operations, especially entities like this where persons are in constant contact, making them at risk of contracting COVID-19. And also they have to continue operations and they have to be at work. It is difficult for them to access one of the vaccination sites across Ireland, and as such we are the Ministry of Health thinks it's wise to have more targeted intervention and come to them at their workplaces. So this is really what today's activity at WASCO is about. Tomorrow we will be engaging the branch in the south, in Beaufort, and doing the same. We continue to do so with corporate entities as we reach out to hotel, tourism, education, transportation, and commercial sectors throughout this week and the coming weeks.
Both parties were satisfied with the number of staff who came forward to participate in the drive. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. In keeping with changes in international oil prices and government's application of the modified market pass-through petroleum pricing mechanism, the retail price of gasoline, diesel, LPG 2022 and 100-pound cylinders has changed. The retail price of kerosene remains unchanged. The price changes took effect today, Monday, the 19th of April. Gas decreased from $13.75 to $13.47 per gallon. Kerosene remains unchanged at $7 per gallon. Diesel decreased from $13.20 to $12.58 per gallon. The 20-pound cylinder decreased from $31.12 to $30.43 per cylinder. The 22-pound cylinder decreased from $34.23 to $33.47. The 100-pound cylinder decreased from $206.01 to $199.12. The public is informed that the next adjustment of the retail price of fuel products will be on Monday, the 10th of May, 2021. Raul Castro has stepped down as the head of Cuba's Communist Party leaving Cubans without a Castro to lead them for the first time in over 60 years. Cuba's Communist Party has announced that Miguel Diaz-Canel will succeed Raul Castro as the party's first secretary. Diaz-Canel, who in 2018 succeeded Castro as Cuba's president, had been widely tipped for the arguably more influential post of party leader. The transition means that the island will be governed by someone other than Fidel or Raul Castro for the first time since the Cuban Revolution in 1959. 89-year-old Raul Castro had been in the post since 2011 when he took over from his older brother, Fidel Castro. Diaz-Canel is seen as loyal to the Castros and their economic model. Speaking on Friday when the new party leader had not been officially named as yet, Raul Castro said that he would hand over the leadership to a younger generation full of passion and anti-imperialist spirit. In other news, J.E. Bergasse group of companies are sending some much-needed help to neighboring Isle St. Vincent as part of an effort to be a brother's keeper.
The J.E. Bergasse group of companies have come together to lend a helping hand to volcano-ravaged St. Vincent and the Grenadines by supplying them with an important life source on Monday morning. Marketing and Promotions Manager Minelia Valse said the donation of a 20-foot container with water is part of the company's social responsibility.
As a community regionally, we do have obligations somewhat to support as well. We're not immune to disaster within this region, and today it is them, but tomorrow it could be us. And if that time comes, we definitely want to receive support from them.
Managing Director for J.E. Bergasse, Anthony Bergasse, said, "Through this ordeal, the island should count its blessings for not having to face such catastrophic events."
We're all facing the same COVID storm. We may not all be in the same boat facing it. The volcanic eruption in St. Vincent really adds insult to injury, if you will. And like Minel has said, today it's them. Tomorrow it could be us. Just as a couple of years ago, it was Dominica with the hurricane. And we did try and help Dominica, and wherever we can help, we will as a company. Into each year there's something that jumps up and says, no, you've got to do something here, and so you do. The hurricane in Dominica, the eruption in St. Vincent. Along the way during this year with COVID, we have done things to help out. So have we focused on education this year during COVID? Absolutely. We have still reached out. We have still helped the Ministry of Education, some of the resource centers around the island. We have come forward and helped, despite the difficulties that COVID has presented everybody with.
The group of companies making up the donation consisted of J. Bergasse, Agostini Insurance Brokers, and Massey United Insurance. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Stay with us. The latest weather report is after the break.